Russia's main allies are China, Iran, and North Korea, but other close allies of the Kremlin include Venezuela, Syria, Belarus, Cuba, and Nicaragua. All of Russia's allies are developing countries, and most of them are authoritarian dictatorships. Most of these dictatorships have extreme human rights abuses, violent suppression of protests, unfair and unfree elections, mass censorship of information, high levels of corruption, and complete lack of freedom of speech. Some of these countries have nuclear weapons, namely Russia, China, and North Korea, and a number of Russia's allies are also socialist: China, Vietnam, North Korea, Algeria, Cuba, Laos, Nicaragua, and Eritrea, and 6 of these countries are also one-party states. There are 3 genocides currently taking place in countries allied with Russia: the Darfur genocide in Sudan, the Rohingya genocide in Myanmar, and the Uyghur genocide in China, each targeting ethnic minorities within the countries. Many of these states have territorial disputes and border conflicts with other nations. Russia illegally invaded and annexed southwestern Ukraine, claiming a quarter of Ukraine's land. China denies Taiwan's independence and claims the country to be merely a Chinese province. North Korea claims sovereignty over all of South Korea's land. Venezuela claims most of Guyana's land. Serbia claims that the country of Kosovo is just a Serbian province. And Armenia has invaded and occupied much of Azerbaijan's land. Western nations have described many of these states as major threats to democracy and world peace, and tensions continue to be high between the American sphere and the Russian sphere. If a World War III does ever break out, then these nations are most likely to back the Russians.